Welcome everybody, and good morning. Welcome to our press conference at the 2011 Payne Edmonds Vancouver Open and the Augusta Charity Pro-Am. I'd like to extend a big thanks to all the media who have come to attend the event, and pay attention to our panelists here, who we have dubbed as 4 national champions. We have 2 amateur Canadian champions, a 2-time PGA Assistant Pro Champion, Bryn Parry, and then our 2010 Juvenile Canadian Champion, Svensson, on the panel. So I'd like to welcome them too and congratulate them so far on their huge successes in golf so far. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce the title sponsor of the 2011 Vancouver Open. That's Brad Garside from Payne Edmonds Lawyers, and he's going to say a few words.
Thank you all for coming today. We're very thrilled to have Payne Edmonds, my law firm, be the title sponsor this year. We've been involved from the beginning with VGT, and we've seen it grow tremendously every year. And I think this will be the biggest event so far in VGT's history, and will kick off, I predict, real growth in VGT. It's already become the biggest developmental tour for players in Western Canada, and I think is well on its way to rivaling a couple others as the biggest developmental tour in Canada.
Yeah, they're very different courses. This one is much more traditional. You know, you can hit the ball reasonably straight off the tee. You don't have to do anything too tricky. It's just a very standard parks golf course. It's going to be fun to play. I think if the guys get the ball in the fairway, they can make lots of birdies out here. That's been the case the last couple of years. They've got the greens in perfect condition. You're just hitting chip shots down there, and the ball's rolling really nice across the greens. Langara is a different challenge because the greens are much more dynamic. There's a lot more slope on it, and they can put the pins in some much more difficult places. So if we don't hit in the fairway there, you really can't get to the pins. And if you don't have nerve, then you hit it on the wrong tier. You got to putt it over these little ridges. So it's a non-3-putt challenge if you get the ball out of position. And McCleary is more of a tee shot golf course. You actually don't have to aim down the fairway very often. You aim over the inside corner of the rough a lot. So it's three different looks, and we'll be challenged in different ways by each course.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, going back and playing again this time, feeling like I could actually get around the golf course, unlike when I was 15 when I hit the ball 250 yards playing a 7,400 yard golf course soaking wet. That wasn't a whole lot of fun. But no, I loved it. It was a great experience. Leading after 9 holes was cool. Yeah. Seeing my name on the leaderboard for 1 hole. But I had a blast, had a great time. Some friends came out and watched me, and yeah, looking forward to trying to do it again, obviously.
How important to you guys specifically is this tour and an event like this one, as you're trying to sort of keep your game sharp and heading toward
For us as pros, I know everything's kind of geared around trying to get the game 100% for Q School. That's ultimately our goal. Is we want to have our game peak around that time, so then we can eventually get our tour card. So to have tournaments during this time of year, and with especially a field that they got this week, is great to be able to compete against the best guys around, and to keep the game sharp is immensely important for us, and that's what it's all about.
To have the tournament kind of fill in and keep the game sharp is very important. With Canadian Tour finishing last week, and not much going on around here except for VGT, it's big to keep the game sharp and kind of competitive mode.
Nick, how important is it for young golfers like yourselves to connect with the overall public, given the fact that one of the major golfers in the world had a major problem with his wife a while back, and now the game has changed and trying to refocus and regroup? So for you to set your sights, and we saw it at the RBC, where a lot of the golfers, they would walk around and there's a lot of communication with the young kids and the families. How important is that for you guys?
It is. It's important to get young kids involved in the game. With this week with the first tee, that's very important. When we were in school, we did small climbs with the first tee, and so to interact with them and kind of get them interested, and giving them a ball to us is really nothing, but to them it can mean the world. So just kind of getting them involved and excited to watch golf and hopefully play one day is a big thing.
Nick, where do you see the future of the game in Canada on that?
obviously I think it's on the upswing. You know, my career has been struggling obviously recently since surgery, but Adam is obviously playing unbelievable right now, and so the future is bright, I think. Canadian Tour, a lot of guys have been playing well, so I think in the next few years we'll see more guys on tour and hopefully playing well.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be a great year down at PGA Tour School this year.
Is the Olympics something you've thought of? Like, is that something in your majors? Obviously, are in your dreams, but is an Olympic team in your dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to play in front of a massive stage like the Olympics and be able to stand on that podium and have the whole country behind you? It's something that, I mean, I think every one of us sort of has a dream about. To be able to play in front of a world stage like that would be a really cool experience, I think, for any one of us.
Well, the reality of it is, it could be two of you guys.
There's only one thing, you have to defend the title, because Canada owns it.
That's right.
Right?
1908 or something?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, to all four of you, good luck the rest of the week, and we wish you all the best in the 2011 Payne Edmonds Vancouver Open Championship.